What happens when you or somebody you love goes into labor and the nearest hospital that delivers babies is hours away? What if, in an emergency, every minute that counts, but there's no local place to get the care you need? That's what's happening right now in rural Georgia. Sacred Heart Hospital in Livonia just announced it's shutting down its labor and delivery unit. No more babies born there, no more newborn care. This means life or death situations for mothers and babies who now have to travel an hour just to find a hospital that delivers. And here's why. Trump's budget cuts and to Medicaid funding, and those cuts forced hospitals to close. Sacred Heart fought hard trying to recruit doctors, secure funding, build partnerships, but it wasn't enough. Medicaid cuts were a key reason they had to shut down this unit. And this isn't just one hospital. Another rural hospital in Georgia says it might have to close its ICU because of the same budget cuts. Doctors are leaving, healthcare costs are rising, and communities are paying the price with their health and their lives. Less than 8 months into the second term, Donald Trump's fragile 2024 coalition is coming apart at the seams. Between the big ugly bill gutting American families' healthcare and food assistance programs being cut so that way we could give the ultra wealthy a massive tax break, his pointless trade wars and tariff increasing costs across the board, pushing the U.S. agricultural industry to the brink, his war on clean energy, jacking up household electricity bills, and his cruel and chaotic immigration policy targeting people without criminal records. It's no wonder Trump is, in his own words, becoming the most unpopular president in modern American history. Newsweek reported last week that as many as 1 in 4 2024 voters are frustrated or disappointed or regretting their vote altogether. That is 25% of Trump's voters in a state of regret about their vote or his performance. Yet Trump and his allies are still defending his budget low. They're out here trying to sell it like it's helping people, but the polls show the truth. More than half of Georgians say they'd be less likely to vote for anyone supporting this law once they realize that it means higher costs, fewer services, and hospital closures. This is about moms, babies, families, and yes, all of these people and their lives are inherently political. And in a moment, you'll hear from Senator John Ossoff speaking at a church in Georgia, breaking down exactly what this means for real families. What he says shines a light on the human cost behind these political decisions, the cost we don't see in the news. Cut to the clip.
Because of decisions made by politicians. Evans Memorial Hospital in Southeast Georgia, confronting the fact that they may have to cut their ICU. Because of decisions made by politicians. It's not a mystery that in a flourishing society, the means of achieving health and long life are a right accessible to all, and not just to those who live in the right place or have the means. Especially when the disappearance of those services for the people is a result of the pursuit of other priorities, namely, to further enrich those who already have the most. Pastor, I don't think that those are the values that we learn about in Scripture. To take from the least, to give to those with the most, to close the places where pregnant women can safely deliver a child, or where a fellow human being suffering from a stroke or a heart attack must go when their life is in danger.
When you're in labor, when there's a medical emergency, waiting an hour to get to a hospital can mean the difference between life and death. But these people who pass these cuts, they don't have to face that reality. Instead, they get to push policies that help billionaires while gutting care for working families. If you want to see what's really going on, I'm going to ask you to subscribe and stay informed. We'll keep sharing these stories that corporate media ignores because this is a warning sign of a system that puts profit over people. No mom should have to worry if she can get to a hospital in time. No baby should be born without care, so that way billionaires can have a little tax breaky. This is happening now. We need to call it out, we need to fight back, and we need to hold those responsible accountable. Follow and share this video to amplify for more. Again, I am Lauren P across social channels. Please make sure you're subscribed to support this work.